MMA Boxing Talk here. About 45 minutes ago, Sherdog put out a report that Tyron Woodley versus George St. Pierre, GSP, is in the works. So it's a very good possibility. Excuse me. I truly believe that Sherdog. It's a great source. You should download their app. Very seldomly they'll give you notifications, and it's always a big story, and every time it's came true. I remember the last one, for example, that I can really remember was when Michael Bisping was replacing Chris Weidman to fight Luke Rockhold, and that came true. They said it was in the works, and it came true. So I think this fight could very well happen. I'm a little disappointed, as it's crazy to think. I am a Canadian. I'm a huge George St. Pierre fan. But Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, that's my guy at 170. It's a great division. I truly believe Wonderboy Thompson has the ability to beat anyone in that division. And I think once he gets the title, which he will, no one's going to be able to take away from him. I think, if anything, age will catch up to him because he's 32, 33. But it looks like they're going with George St. Pierre. And, Woodley's got a lot of, he's got a lot of heat in the past few days for really not being interested to fight Tyron Woodley. Wonderboy Thompson. Woodley's not interested in fighting Wonderboy. And, I understand. Chances are, Woodley knows he can't beat Wonderboy. Anything can happen. It's MMA. But Wonderboy's a different story here. His movement, his unpredictability, his flow state is on a whole other level, and not too many guys I don't think can compete with him, just flat out. That's just my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine. Let me know in the comment section. But regardless of that, though, this is a good fight. I think GSP really has his hands full. Woodley, when you're talking explosiveness and power, there's not too many guys on the roster that has more explosiveness or power than Tyron Woodley. There just isn't. And George St. Pierre's, he's older now. Yes, he's taken some time to rejuvenate his body, mentally as well. He's rejuvenated. But this is going to be a dangerous fight for him, for George St. Pierre, especially early on. Tyron Woodley, he's known to slow down once he gets to the third round. And George St. Pierre is going to put on a high pace, but will he put that high pace on Tyron Woodley, or will he be more cautious? And if George St. Pierre is more cautious in this fight, maybe Woodley's gas tank won't go as quick. Obviously when you're getting pressured a lot, it takes a lot out of you, both fighters. But very, very interesting. It's not official, like I said, but I do like this fight. And Wonderboy, I don't know who he's gonna fight. If they fight, say, in November, Woodley GSP, I don't know. There's no one really for Wonderboy to fight. Maybe Robbie Lawler, but Woodley's or Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, in my opinion, has done more than enough to deserve a title shot. And I know deserve, it's a big joke because the UFC doesn't care about who deserves it most. But his resume, who has beat when Wonderboy has the best resume of recent, hands down. It's not even arguable. When you look at Tyron Woodley's recent record, he hadn't beat that many elite guys. He beat Carlos Condit. We all saw how that happened. A win's a win. He lost to Roy McDonald very decisively. And so, yes, he knocked out Robbie Lawler. But Wonderboy Thompson, okay, he beat Johnny Hendricks. And when he beat Johnny Hendricks, it wasn't the Johnny Hendricks today. This was a Johnny Hendricks that was still seen as an elite fighter. He was still considered elite by everyone, okay? And then he goes out and beats Roy McDonald, who had a 5-round war, with Robbie Lawler the year before, fell short. And Roy McDonald was the #1 contender at that time when Wonderboy beat him. And, it wasn't a typical Wonderboy fight. It wasn't all of his skills weren't on display. But that's a testament to how great of a well-rounded fighter Roy McDonald is. Wonderboy, his last 2 fights, huge names on his resume. Very, very significant wins. I don't think anyone in that division has two significant wins in a row like Wonderboy does. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But regardless, I I can't hate on this fight with Woodley and GSP. It's a very interesting fight. I like the matchup. I like the style matchup. But it's not official. But I do think, Sherdog, when they put something out, they know, and they have a great inside source. So I really do think that will happen because Sherdog said it, and they've been right many, many times lately. So if you liked the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. That's it for this one. Peace.